In this video, I'm going to show you how to make an intro. What's up guys, Myrtle here with Myrtle Entertainment, and today I'm going to show you guys how to create your own intros. Now this is, I'm not real sure what you'd ever use this for, but let's say you ever come across a situation like myself. I am a YouTube creator and I need an intro for all of my videos. So tonight I'm going to show you guys how to do that. It's actually going on 9:20 over here in my time. So it's really dark for me. But regardless, I'm going to show you guys how to make an intro. So to begin, I have Sony Vegas uploaded here. And most people think that Sony Vegas and Sony Vegas Movie Studio are two totally different things. They are not. This is the Movie Studio version. It's version 11 specifically of Sony Vegas, and I've used that for years. I've used that to make all kinds of things with my videos and just all that. So the very first thing we're going to do, the first thing I usually do when I make a project is I save it automatically. And the reason why I do this is because in case the project crashes, Sony Vegas will save it, and then it will load the next time you go to open it, and then you can resave it and overwrite the file rather than making the whole project again. So I'm going to save this as ME Gaming Intro. As many of you guys know, I do Mobile Showcase. I do a few gaming series on my channel, and I want to start using a whole nother gaming intro that I want to use, rather than just me saying, "What's up, guys? Myrtle here with Myrtle Entertainment," and then starting off. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. And the next thing that I do is I go off and download a few programs that not programs, I'm sorry. I go off and download clips that I use for my intros. And one great source that I get is Philosophy. It is a website that is specifically for all kinds of awesome templates that you can use in your videos. Now, in my case, I use 2D. I do not use 3D. I want to keep my stuff short, sweet, and simple. So, as you can see, they have roughly 103 intro templates to choose from. They have all kinds of pages on it. Obviously, there's not 103 listed on this one page. That'd be ridiculous. But so I usually just go and look through here, and I think that let's see. I think number 90 down here would work for gaming because it has the X's, the circles, and the triangles like PlayStation does. So I click the intro template button, and the first thing gets a little ad. Who cares about that? So you get this little YouTube video that you can sit here and you can watch it if you want to ask yourself if you really want to use it or not. And I've already seen it. It really looks cool. So I'm going to click download for Sony Vegas. They have two options: download for Sony Vegas and download for After Effects. If you use Adobe After Effects, you can use that as well with these templates. So I usually click download for Sony Vegas. So you click this button and you get three separate tabs. It sucks, I know, but it's okay. Now the ones that say free 3D intro, the reason why I don't use 3D is because you need After Effects to use that, and I do not use After Effects or Final Cut Pro from Adobe. I don't use any of those. So then you have to wait for about 10 seconds or so for your link to appear. No big deal. So what I do is I just close the tabs because I've already got the clips in my system. So I'm going to go ahead and import the media, and it is in here. Now, most of the time, I actually got a couple. The 103rd one is my main intro that I use. The 92nd is a tutorial intro, which you've seen already. And the 90th one is the one that I downloaded just a few minutes ago. So if you watch that clip, there's two specific clips. There's a logo version and a clip version. There's a logo version and a text version. I do not use the logo version because I do not have a transparent logo that I can place in my videos. So I'm going to go with the clip version. I'm going to open that up. So I get this little message that an audio proxy is being built. I don't care about any of that. And then I just bring that down. Now these clips automatically have their own audio attached. And that's what it sounds like. You can also choose if you want to use the other audio that they have offered, which is the audio here or the full audio underneath. So I can sit here and just mess around with it a little bit if I wanted to. As you can tell, that's what it sounds like. So instead of using the clips audio, I'm going to mute that track. And the way you do it is you click this little nose symbol, the circle with the slash, whatever you call that. I call it a nose symbol. I don't know what it is. So I simply mute that track because I really don't need it. So anyway, what you can do is you can you can go back and you can just mess with it a little bit. You can edit the sound to make it sound like whatever you want. And then you just go back and... So what I want to do is I want the loading to be soft and then the rest of the clip to be just fine. It's right there. So that's where I need the beginning of my audio. Hold on a second. Let me make sure it's right. Oh, a little late. Okay. Okay, so go back. It's right here. So, crap, I didn't mean to do that. So this is the point that I want the clip to actually start at. So I can choose to move the music up a hair. And then let's say I want the rest back over there. Now the thing that obviously stinks about this whole thing is that the clip is really short. So what I can do is I can go ahead and just split the clip down and just replicate it if I wanted to. I'm not going to do that. So what I do is I go and just move the audio over to where the clip ends. Now since this clip does have an early blackout right here, I can just go ahead and end it whenever I want to. But I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to cause a fade out. Like that. Sounds pretty good. And the last thing I do is I just put text in wherever I see fit. That simple. So I usually just go back and watch the clip 1,000 times. And that's not good. Okay, so I want it right where the triangle turns, which is right about here. So what I do is I go into media generators and click titles and text. I am really sorry about my sinuses, guys. I really don't mean to cause you. I really don't mean to gross you out with that. So anyway, what I do is I go into I just type in Myrtle Entertainment, and then underneath I put gaming. That's what I like. So, and then after that, I just make it really, really small. I don't mind, I put a little space in there. Alright. So, usually I just try to find a good size to put it at. And then I recently downloaded a digital font, so I'm going to use that. It's called Digital 7. You can download it and however way. I got this from 1001fonts.com. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And I can also change the text color. I'm going to keep the pink that's currently in the main one. So I'm going to wait for my little color bars to show up. There we go. That's actually a little bit more. That's a hotter pink. Let's see. There we go. And then I also want to have an outline here, so I'm going to add that as well. Go to outline down here, and I just go all the way up to the top. And I can also change the outline color if I see fit for that also, which I'm going to do as a black. I don't need that much of an outline though. Looks good. So now what I do is I go back and I just look through the whole clip and see and find a good fade out point. Okay, that's good, but I also forgot to mention that I try to add a good fade out point or fade in point as well. So I want to have that. And Sony Vegas it's bad for the animations in the videos, so I have to kind of watch that. Let's see. Okay. So as you can see, the clip is kind of cutting out a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and drag the clip to the end and then cause a fade out point, like so. Looks pretty good to me. So now that it's finished, I just render it. So all I do is I go back and just kind of look over it a little bit here and there. Make sure there's no mistakes or anything of the sort. And then also, if you guys like, I put it in full screen. And that's it. Excuse me. So all I do now is I click Make Movie at the top, save to my hard drive, and click Render. Now, Sony Vegas has several good outputs that you can use. I put mine at Windows Media Video, or WMV, 8 megabits per second at 1080p 30p video. This will cause it to render in high definition. So, usually Sony Vegas really doesn't take that long. It's just a matter of animations and how fast the clip moves and little things like that. And other than that, that's pretty much it. So all I do is I let the movie render. And it's almost done. And there it is. It's now finalized. So all I do is I click open. And there's my new intro. And I like it. I really do. So that is it for this tutorial. So all I do is I save the project one more time and then close it out as if it never happened. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I promise I'm going to try and get a little bit more gaming videos underway. That's one of the reasons why I did this. I love doing tutorials. I love doing games. I'm kind of a jack of all trades person. I do a little bit of everything. But that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully it'll be a good gaming one. Probably Slitheria, whatever you call the darn thing. But if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. Other than that, I'm out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.